Yo, so how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So just over a week ago I put together a video showing you guys the top 3 best ways to make money in GTA 5 online, and going off the feedback, it seems like a ton of you guys really seem to enjoy that video, as there was at least one method in that video that all of you guys can grind out straight away and stack millions. However, some of the methods in that video have now changed or they've been updated, so I thought I'd go ahead and put together somewhat of an updated version to that video, seeing as so many of you guys really seem to enjoy it. So as always, if you guys do enjoy this video and you do want to see me cover more epic money and RP methods in the future, all I ask is you show support by dropping a like down below, and feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first method I'm going to be showcasing in this video is how to complete this week's brand new time trial. It only takes 1 minute to complete and will earn you guys a very nice $50,000, so you really have no reason to complain. I guarantee all of you guys will come on straight away and smash this time trial at the park. Now, I would suggest you guys go ahead and use a motorbike for this time trial. There's tons of super fast motorbikes you guys can easily complete this one in, including the Sanctus, the Hakuchu Drag, the Shatoro, but in this video I'm going to keep things mutual. I'm going to use the Batty 801, which only cost around $16,000, so I guarantee all of you guys can at least afford this motorbike. But like I said, if you guys own any of the new faster motorbikes, by all means go ahead and call that one up. That have seen my previous time trial tutorials, you'll know that I hate doing these time trials at night time, as they make them more difficult. But just to prove that this time trial is so easy, I complete it during the daytime and the nighttime. So as I mentioned earlier, this week's time trial is located over near Mount Chiliad. The first thing I would do is head over to the time trial, start it as I do on screen, then you can see the finish line. As soon as the finish line starts up, you want to mark it down so you got a little waypoint, so just so you know where you're going when you relaunch it. Then from here you want to hold Y so it restarts the race. So from here you're able to start the race fresh with a waypoint, just so you got a little marker of where you guys know where you're going. So you want to line your bike up to the left side of your starting position, pop a wheelie as soon as you press right on the D-pad to get that little extra boost of speed. You want to zing past this little white tree and then go up this little hill right here. Now from here, consistently pop wheelies and keep going up the hill until you look for these little trees. Keep popping wheelies up this mountain until you see another set of trees here on the left. You want to basically take a cut right next to this rock next to this tree. Now from here you just want to pop wheelies as much as you can straight to the top of this hill, and you guys should notice the texture of the hill will start to change from green grass more to like a sandy, like grey color. However, keep popping wheelies. There's two options you got here. You can try and hold a wheelie as long as you want, or keep popping quick wheelies back to back like I'm doing. Go up this little rock and you should land straight on this dirt path or nearabouts on it. Now from here you just want to follow this dirt path. You can hold down A or pop a few more little wheelies like I'm doing if you're feeling confident with yourself. I nearly fell off there, you saw. You do have potential, like I said, to mess up by a few seconds and still complete this time trial. I actually messed up 3 different times and still completed it within 1 minute 10 seconds, which I will show you guys in just a second. However, keep following this little dirt path around the corner. Now as soon as you guys see that sign, you want to take an immediate left and wheelie up this hill. Bang. Now you guys can see a very easy 51k in 1 minute 10 seconds. Now I did find that one little part of this time trial was a bit tedious. Nonetheless, I was the only person I knew that had trouble with it. All of my friends and crew members managed to jump straight over it. But on the time trial, it's the bit right at the end when you have to jump up on the rock. So as you boys can see on screen now, when you wheelie up this little rock towards the finish line, you want to take an immediate left when you're getting air. My problem is I went straight, failed, ended up wasting like 3 seconds, and somehow still finished it within 1 minute 10 seconds. I only failed that time by 0.2 seconds, showing that it is still doable even if you mess up by a few seconds. And even on this run right here that you can see on screen, again I managed to fail it right at the end, just including this just so you guys don't make the same mistakes. Up this little mountain I decided to go too much to the left, so my bike stalls, and then bang, you can see 0.2 seconds outside the par time. So twice I managed to get it just 0.2 seconds outside the par time, and that was mainly me just failing at the end. I'm pretty sure you guys will have no problems with that bit at the end. So what you can see on screen right now is what you want to do. You just want to leap straight up, pull in a little mini wheelie, and then aim towards the left. So do feel free to add this video to your watch later playlist in case you want to come back at a later date so you can memorize the route more easily. However, moving into the second method in this video, and this is by selling the top range NPC cars. Now a little while back I did show you guys how you could spawn in the rare Lobster 2s, reviews, which do come in gold and chrome. So I will leave a link to that video down low in the description. However, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can spawn in an unlimited amount of modified Sentinel XSs. Whilst it might not sell as much as the Dubster 2, the Dubster 2 method can be quite tedious, whereas the Sentinel XS method will work 100% of the time, every single time. First thing you guys want to do is be in a free roam session. This could be a public session, invite only session, or a crew session. It doesn't make a difference. Now, once you guys are in a free roam session, you want to wait until the in-game time turns to 9 p.m. or 2100 hours. Now, if you guys aren't aware how to check the time in your game, you can press start and it's usually in the top right, or you can just pull up your in-game phone and it will have it right at the top of your phone. However, once it reaches 9 p.m. in the game, you want to make your way to this point and you basically want to run this route that you can see me tracing. So if you guys start on this corner that you can see me starting on now, you want to drive towards the Eclipse Towers, pass one street, take an immediate left, and take another left, past that street that we just passed again, and take another left, getting back to the corner where we originally started. So it's somewhat of like a mini rectangle. So as you guys can see on screen right now, I'm running the rectangle that I just showed you guys, passing the Epsilon Tower, which is a pretty well-known spot, so look out for that. You just want to drive up this road and then take another left, going towards the Tequila Lala bar. I can't even say that name to save my life, but this bar that you can see right underneath the billboard, you guys I'm pretty sure would know this bar. You want to take a look in the lane driving away from the Eclipse Towers, and then you guys should notice that I will spawn in a modded Sentinel XS. From here, you just want to park in front of it, jump out, jump in the Sentinel, and literally take it over to any of your owned garages within the game. Now, this is another great thing about this method. If you guys own an apartment at the Eclipse Towers, Del Piero, any of the still apartments, is literally less than a mile drive from the spawn location, so it's very quick. You can just simply go back and keep on getting them, try and stock up as much as you can. However, if the route I just showed you guys isn't spawning them in, then try and drive in the opposite direction of that route I just showed you guys. And as you guys can see now, I'm using a naked dune buggy, so the car really doesn't make a difference. And as you guys can see, a Sentinel XS spawns in yet again. All I have to do is throw the person out and simply go ahead and park it in my garage. Now, this time someone came over to attack me because I was a CEO, and I'm glad they did, so I can show you guys what to do. Now, say if you guys are a CEO or a VIP, and as you guys can see, some random persons came behind me, started shooting at my car. I started to panic because I'm right next to my thing. So what you want to do is quickly pull up your interaction menu, retire your CEO, and quickly enable passive mode. Now, because guys will blow up your car and they can kill you, and they'll probably rob it and just go ahead and sell it for themselves. So as you guys can see, this guy tried it with me and he was very nearly successful at doing so. I'm not gonna lie, this is a big thing because you guys do have to remember the Eclipse Tower is the most owned property within GTA 5. There is always people hanging around this area, so if I was you guys, I would take no risks. Just go on passive mode for a little while until you're stocked up enough that you're happy with. However, as you guys can see on screen right now, I'm using the new Bestia GTS, which is based off the new Ferrari, and as you guys can see, bang, it still spawned in the new Sentinel XS. And like I said, if you guys do want to help out some of your friends or some of your crew members, you can get them in the car as well and get them a version of the car. It's not going to stop them from spawning it in. One little tip I will give you, if you are playing with friends, try and tell them not to hang around in that Tequila Lala bar area. You don't want to have a certain car just parked up on that road because that will prevent it from spawning in. That's the whole reason we run that little route, is so it gives it time to spawn in. As you guys probably know, GTA use somewhat of like a class duplication system where if you're driving a muscle car around, you may notice a load more muscle cars are driving around. That's just the way GTA 5 has been for as long as I can remember, way back on last gen PS2 days. What was it, GTA 3? I can't even remember. However, as I mentioned earlier, you can spawn in a yellow version of this car as well, so I thought I'd show you guys gameplay of this very quickly. And as you guys can see, in my personal opinion, I don't know if you guys agree, but I think this car looks pretty sick. They both come with a very rare and unique looking color that you can't apply from LS Customs. They have a pearlescent over it as well as tinted windows, and a bunch of the features on the car are actually modified already. So you may have noticed like the rims, the exhausts, the bodywork, they are kitted out. So once you guys have got a few of these cars and you've sold them, like I said, you can always keep two for yourselves just to show off to your friends. They are pretty nice looking cars, just like the modified Sand King XLs that I showed you guys a few months ago. They also came in blue and yellow. Now if you guys aren't familiar, I believe this is somewhat of like a mini Easter egg, as Rockstar Games 2 logos, Rockstar Games and Rockstar Games North, are always blue and yellow. They're somewhat of like their little trademark colors. But I was just going to show you guys also, in case your garages do fill up, you can take this car car over to any of your own garages, and you're able to store it as many times as you like. And just in case you guys don't know, this is one of the highest selling cars in the game. Rockstar Games haven't lowered the sale price. It still does sell for 17.5k. So like I said, if you own at least one 10 car garage, it should take you about 10 to 15 minutes to fill it up, and that garage will now be worth $175,000, which is extremely good for such an easy and straightforward method. Now I do want to show this to you just quickly of me selling the car in LS Customs. As you guys can see, $17,500. Now the yellow version, it does spawn in a lot less, and you will get like 1,000 less for the yellow version. So if you do have the option to go for either the purple or the yellow, like I said, if you're going to do it for friend, always go for the purple version. Moving straight into the third and final method in this video, and this is one of my personal favorite methods, a method that I come up with myself, and this is one that I usually like to grind daily with a bunch of my crew members because it's so goddamn easy. The pay is consistent, and you guys will see in just a second, it requires no work whatsoever, and that's basically by combining the CEO work with the challenges continuously, so there's no cooldown period. There's tons of different ways to do this and tons of different collaborations. I've tried out a bunch over the months, and I've got to say, hands down, flat rate, this is the easiest because it's practically an AFK method. AFK meaning away from keyboard, so you guys can practically sit back, eat your dinner, watch movies, and still be earning money in the background. There isn't a better feeling. So first things first, you guys want to go ahead and obviously register as a CEO or a VIP so you're able to launch any VIP work or challenge. Now if you guys are very new to GTA 5 and you're still even unable to do this, all you guys want to do is leave a comment down below underneath this video with your PSN or your gamer tag and just say need CEO. I'm sure it won't take that long until you get some replies. So once you guys are in a free roam session and you've registered as a CEO, you now want to hire one associate. That's all you guys will need, is one associate. So I'm pretty sure the majority of you guys have at least one friend or one crew member that you can invite to do this with, or as I just mentioned a minute ago, you guys can just look in the comment section down below and find yourself an associate, or you can leave a comment yourself and say I'm a CEO looking for an associate on whatever console you're on. Nonetheless, the majority of the time, if I'm going off personal experience, if you guys just want to go into a public session and just spam out invites to random players, you don't even need this player to be good, you just need him to join your CEO. So it's very easy to get someone to join your CEO. Coming from someone that actually plays GTA 5 daily, I've sent out a bunch of invites to random people every time, and I always get people joining my session, and I'm able to do this method with them straight away, no hesitation. Of course, it's always best to do it with a friend, but like I said, if you guys have no friends or whatsoever that play GTA 5, don't worry, you won't be missing out on any friend bonuses or anything like that you usually earn from doing contact missions. So going off feedback from my previous money guides, you guys seem to really like it when I start these money guides as if I just jumped on GTA 5 for the first time on the day. So as you guys can see on screen, I'm outside my office, the Maze Bank office right now. I've got a crew member to become an associate, so now he's an associate. What you guys want to do, the first thing you guys want to launch is go down to VIP challenges, and you want to start most wanted. And as I did mention earlier, of course everyone now knows different work and different challenges, however it's the method we're going to be using to complete this which just makes this method so goddamn easy, you really can't complain. So as you guys can see, I actually started most wanted from outside of my office. You guys don't have to do this. The reason why I'm doing it for the video is just so you guys can clearly see a bit of a route on how I actually get to the location that we have to, that the police won't be able to get us. So if you guys have never done this before and you're completely baffled with what's going on right now, most wanted is a challenge between you and the fellow organization members to survive the longest with a 5-star wanted level. However, I remember back in the day, I started this unexpectedly on one of my friends trying to troll him so he can get 5 stars after him, and he ended up just driving, and he ended up discovering this little location which I'm going to show you on screen right now that is just the perfect AFK spot to complete this straight away without any stress. So all you want to do as I'm doing on screen, follow this train track, keep driving straight, and then we're going to park up just on the right side of this train track where the police won't be able to get us. The great thing about this, like I said, it's perfectly legit. As you guys can see, we just found the perfect spot to avoid the cops getting us without using any glitches, any wall breaches, or any exploits like that. I'm going to pull it up once again so you guys can see the exact location that I am. But nonetheless, this is it. From here, we don't have to waste time driving around, wasting bullets on enemies. We literally just park up and sit back, watch some YouTube videos, eat our food, crack some jokes, and we are getting paid. This is why I've got to say it is by far one of the best, if not the best method right now to farm some insane money from. And I must also add, this is only the first part to this method. There is still another part to come which will be increasing our money, which will be earning us more money. And also, in case you guys forgot from the intro, I'm also going going to be showing you how you can increase and earn some bonuses whilst you're just doing this. So as you guys can see on screen right now, as soon as the challenge is over, it only takes 10 minutes for sitting AFK. We receive a nice 21k. Now if that wasn't good enough, like I said, as soon as that finishes, all you guys want to do is drive up to where I am, pull up your interaction menu, go down to Secure Serve, go down to VIP Work this time, and then we want to start Executive Search. And then bang, as you guys can see, it starts straight away because we're already sitting in the Executive Search. Plus we're still underground. Now if you guys remember earlier on the video, I said a lot of people are going around in public sessions just doing crates. So to be honest with you, the majority of people won't even acknowledge you in their session. We're actually in a public session right now, as you guys can see on screen, and we never actually got bothered once. And I've done this for a good 4 or 5 hours earlier today. So if you guys remember, that's the reason why I started the most wanted challenge first rather than the Executive Search, because once you guys start the most wanted challenge, you and your association will be put on passive mode. So even if players in your session want to come over and try bother you and kill you, they still won't be able to. So they'll end up giving up. By the time you get around to doing this Executive Search, it's more than likely they're going to think, fuck those guys, they're just in passive mode acting like bitches underground. And as you guys can see, exactly like my most wanted challenge just a second ago, I'm going to fast forward this gameplay, and as soon as 10 minutes passes, instead of getting 21k, we get a nice 25k this time, taking my total to 46k for just sitting AFK under a bridge. And this is what I'm saying to you guys, when I emphasize how epic and sick this method is, I legit mean this is a sick method to farm out. And as you guys can probably see, all I done was drive 5 seconds back to the most wanted spot, pull up my interaction menu, go down to VIP challenges, bang, most wanted started again. And it is as simple as that. You can literally keep on repeating this process as much as you like. Now this is good enough as it is. I was doing this method right here perfectly for weeks on end, until recently I thought to myself, hold on a second, you guys know I'm the man when it comes to making legit money on this game. So we're even able to increase this by using our brain after the latest DLC. So what you guys are seeing right now is from my perspective, the CEO. However, if I switch things up and go to the associate's point of view, you guys will see that the associate is actually receiving an extra 5k every 15 minutes from Secure Serve, literally just for being my bodyguard, as well as 200 RP every 45 seconds just for sitting next to me. So staying in my proximity, he receives 200 RP as well as 5k every 15 minutes. Now you're able to actually increase that 5k up to 10k very easily. So as you guys just saw on screen, my bodyguard ended up receiving 9k instead of 5k. And basically, to increase your Secure Serve wages, all you have to do is basically do buy missions from your office. So every buy mission that you complete, if you guys don't know what a buy mission is, that's just when you go and get a crate and deliver it to your warehouse. Every time your associate helps you out for one of those, his wages will go up by $500. So by far the best thing to do straight away, as soon as you get on, whoever's the CEO, just do a few of those, because receiving an extra 10k every 15 minutes literally does add up very, very quickly. So as you can see on screen, as soon as we finish that most wanted again, I get another easy 21k, taking my total to a nice 66k already. However, for my associate, he's currently sitting on 86k because he received 2 Secure wages. Plus, if you guys want to work out the maths of 200 RP every 45 seconds, I can't even be bothered to work out the math. All I know, that equals a lot of RP. And as I did mention, I'm not lying when I say we was doing this in a public session. You can see these randoms running around our map. A few even tried to get near us, but like I said, when you're doing the most wanted, it looks like you're in passive mode. So there is very few people in the world that will literally just sit around and look at you for 10 minutes. But like I said earlier as well, most lobbies nowadays only have about 5 or 6, 7 people until people start backing out trying to find empty sessions. So if you do have like 1 or 2 people in your session, don't even bother backing out yet. What you can just try doing is driving more up the tunnel and then start an Executive Search. That's another great thing about this area. If you guys have played Executive Search before, you'll know that there's a few different locations in this spot that you can go and hold off. I believe the docks is one, Cypress Flats is another one, and obviously this tunnel where we are right now. So all in all of these Executive Search places are less than a mile to drive from that tunnel, as you guys can see on screen. literally here in a couple of seconds. Now I'm also going to fast forward this gameplay just to prove to you guys that we do receive another 25k. This is another great thing about this method. The payout never decreases or increases depending on how much you've done it or how long you've spent in certain locations. It is literally the same every single time, and because it's unlimited, as soon as we finish the executive search, bang, all we have to do is start up another most wanted, and that's another 45k in our bank. So there we go guys, 3 epic money making methods working right now on the PlayStation, Xbox and PC. I do apologize if this video did drag on slightly longer than usual. It's, as you guys could tell, it was virtually impossible for me to make this any short and go into full detail on how you guys can maximize the most amount of money from each of these methods. Hopefully you guys do appreciate me putting this video together for you guys. It has taken me a long time to put this video together, so all I ask is you return the favor by dropping a like down below, and feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.